question number 2, Erica is asking, how do I get more customers for my fashion product? There is a very good book that I recommend you to read. It's called Traction, and it's written by Gabriel Weinberg and Justin Mayers. And this book basically organizes all the ways you can get more customers into 19 different channels. So they list 19 different channels. I have changed this list slightly. I've removed one and added another channel to it to customize it to the fashion market, but I would recommend to everybody to read this book, Traction by Gabriel Weinberg and Justin Mayers. So I will list all these channels, and I will start with the channels that work the best for our company. The process that you follow with all these channels is you learn about all these channels, you select several channels that apply to you or that you think would work best for your company. And you test these channels few at a time or one at a time, depending on your budget and amount of people working for you. If you are a single person doing everything in your business, you may test those channels one by one. If you have an assistant or you have already people on your team, then you can test 2, 3 channels at the same time. If you have budgets to outsource testing of several channels, you can do that as well. But the thing is, it's not like there is no perfect channel for your business. There is a list of channels. You can basically build your business using any of them. So if you put work into any of these channels, it will work. You just need to see what affinity with which channel do you have, which channel is the easiest for you to serve, and which channel brings you in the first place the best results. Which channel is the most interesting for you in terms of cost per acquisition. So a channel that gives you the lowest cost of acquisition and the best scalability is the best channel. So let's go into those sales channels, and then you will need to pick 1, 2, and start testing them. So the first one that I would love to mention is viral marketing. So you basically can create more clients for your fashion business with viral marketing. Viral marketing strategy means growing your customer base by encouraging your customers to bring in new customers. And this strategy is my favorite one for building of our email list. We're using viral sweepstakes to build a waiting list prior to product launch or to launch a product. People who join the sweepstakes bring in friends, and the list grows very fast, way much faster than anything else. We are running a sweepstakes right now for one of our partners. Our partner is in quilting business, and we currently have 642 subscribers in short 2 weeks time, with current cost per lead, per email being $7. And this is insane because normally you start with $2.5 per email when you grow your list, and it goes up depending on what channel you use and what setup you use, whether you have a marketing agency that runs your ad or you run your ad yourself. So normally we would pay anything between $2.5 per lead to up to $6 per email. But here we have 7 cents per email, which is insane. So the viral way of building your list is actually my favorite one because it's so much fun to see the list growing, and those are fun people joining the list, and it's very much targeted. If you want to have such a viral campaign up and running for your brand, I will help you setting up this campaign for free. I have 3 spots left for this service. So what you have to do is you have to claim your spot by following the steps that are listed in the description to this video. So there are several steps. You follow these steps, and this is how you claim this spot. Once you've done all these steps, I'm going to set up your campaign for free. You'll see how it is set up. You'll learn it for life. Channel number 2 is email marketing. It doesn't matter what channels, what all of those channels you will choose. The email marketing is a strategy that you have to follow. You cannot skip this strategy. Why not? Because email marketing is the point where you start owning your traffic. Everything else, unless you have a means to contact the person personally, directly, this traffic does not really belong to you. If you have a Facebook group, for example, and you have 10,000 people in your Facebook group, tomorrow Facebook decides to close your group, you don't have these people anymore. On the top of that, if Facebook does not decide to close your group and you are writing a post in your group, even if you use this stupid tag where you tag everyone, most people will not read it. And if you do not tag everyone in the post, then most people will not see it. So deliverability of posts in the groups in Facebook is low at this point in time. It means that what do you want? You want to be able to contact this person directly. At least what you want to be able to is to email the person. So all clients, all prospects, everybody who's interested in your product, the whole audience of yours, in the best case scenario, you have the emails of these people. So the email marketing strategy has to be there. You cannot skip it. It does not work without it. So once you have the email list, you're able to contact these people at a very low price point. Instead of paying for the ads, for retargeting ads and communicating to the audience you already acquired by paying someone else, a third party, you have the emails and you are sending them out. Of course, you are paying for your autoresponder, but virtually in comparison to all other marketing strategies, this is the most cost-effective one and very powerful. Number 3 is content marketing. It means building your audience by creating content on a blog, on a YouTube channel, on Instagram, on TikTok, or any other social media. This is a fantastic strategy because I love the strategy because I'm a writer. I love writing. I love blogging. And as a fashion brand owner, even though you may not like writing much, but it benefits you a lot. So at the moment that you start journaling as a fashion brand owner, you will be creating a lot of stories for your brand that can be turned into the content for your social media and will allow your audience to get to know you on a personal level. And this is your great advantage in comparison to large companies who really do not have a persona in front of them. They cannot really generate the content in the way you can. They cannot generate the bond between them and their clients in the way that you can because they are not one single person anymore and you are still in front of your brand. So in the very beginning of building your brand, it is extremely advantageous to build the relationship, direct relationship between you and your clients. And how do you do that? Well, in the first place, they need to like you. There's nothing goes if they do not like you. And how do we start liking people? Actually, by knowing something about them and finding similarities between us and them. So how do we find those similarities? Only if we read or hear or watch a story about this person. And what is a story? This is a content marketing. So the easiest thing for you to do right now would be to start your own journal, to journal every day on what is going on in your personal life, in your business life, everything. And start blogging about it on any of these media. Either you start a blog or you start a YouTube channel, which is much more powerful, of course, than a blog at this point in time, or you do your channel on TikTok, etc. So this is content marketing. It is a strategy that I would say you have to follow, but you can make a decision and test it out in any way. If you do not do content marketing, you will still need to generate content for the presentation of your brand, etc. So there is a lot of synergies here between journaling and creating content for your brand. This is why I would say start a journal, and this will be the core of your content marketing. Channel number 4, social and display ads. Those are the ads that you pay for on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and any other place online. We make use of this channel. It works very well, so most likely you will do it as well. Which channel you're going to use, you will need to test them one by one. You will need to test TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and see what works for you. We have tested several of them and picked one that works best for us. Channel number 5 is community building. The community building means building a community around your product. This is also something that I suggest everybody does. All people becoming your followers, coming into your circle, into your brand circle, they should feel a connection to you, to your brand, and they should feel to be a part of an organization there. So this is the community building, creating a feeling and experience for all your followers and clients, creating the sense of belonging. If you can pull that off, then you have partners purchasing from you and not merely customers. Then you have supporters, ambassadors purchasing from you. And well, you understand the difference between those, right? As simple customer or ambassador. So this is a community building. In order to roll out any of these strategies, you will need to learn more about them. So you'll need to educate yourself. Channel number 6 is search engine optimization. This is a strategy that allows you to get your page ranked higher in search results. This strategy makes a lot of sense. It is a tedious one, but a good thing about it is that you can totally outsource it. The earlier you do it, the earlier do you reap the rewards, because once your search results are ranked higher in Google on the first page of a search engine, this is when you start getting a lot of free traffic. Channel number 7 is business development. Business development is a strategy where you create strategic partnerships with people and companies that serve the very same target group. For example, if your product is a fitness bra, you could form strategic partnerships with gyms, websites that help people track their macros and exercise, and any other player who serves people in fitness markets. They could become your strategic partners. This strategy can blow up your business because in a second you get access to customers of other established companies that are non-competitive to you. In order to set up this partnership, you need to do your legwork first. You need to have a product that sells. You need to have sales. You need to have followers. You have to be able to present a case to these partners. In very rare cases, would they take a newbie who didn't sell anything as a partner, because it does not make any sense. Those people are very busy. They have a lot of decisions to make on a daily basis, and they only want to work with partners where there is really a room for synergy and a lot of profit. So it means that you will need to prepare for the business development strategy, but it is a very important one, and be quick with it. After you've done, like I would say, 50 to 150 sales of your product, start building cases, start searching for companies, start talking to them, and if they say no to you, then you ask, what do you have to do? What do you have to achieve so that they say yes? And then you have a target, and you go towards this target, and then you close these partnerships one after another. Strategy number 8 is a wholesale strategy. It is a very important strategy for a fashion brand owner, something that you have to choose for. I love this strategy because it gives you the order volume. It gives you good manufacturing prices. At the moment when you start, your sales volumes are very low. Your manufacturing costs are very high. Either you are sourcing something that is white label, that is everybody else can get access to, or you're manufacturing your own product with a company like ours, like Quantum Factory. If you are running a bulk of about 250 units, the price is higher than it would be if you would run a quantity of 5,000 units, 10,000 units. And at the moment that you have a product here, look, we are talking about product owners. So I'm not really talking here about fashion brand owners who have collection business, because this collection business, I do not even see any one single chance to succeed for an independent designer with this business. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a fashion product owner or a fashion designer who has taken one product out of her portfolio, the bestseller, and is focusing on this bestseller and then selling this bestseller to her clients, and then building up relationships with wholesalers for this one bestseller. You can have a very narrow portfolio, a small portfolio of products, like probably 5 to 6 products, but those are like everlasting, long-living products. It's not a product that you design every season. So at the moment that you are having wholesale contracts, this is the moment where your order volumes go up and your price per unit goes down, your cost of production landed goes down, and you can do a healthy pricing of cost of production landed times 5 or even higher. In the wholesale strategy, you work with wholesalers and retailers and leverage their distribution network. This is a very strong strategy for a fashion product owner. I suggest starting early. It takes time to learn and build it up, and eventually will cause a massive breakthrough for your brand. The sales strategy number 9 is leveraging existing platforms. We have already mentioned it in the previous question. It is basically selling your products on an established platform like Amazon or Etsy. It can be one of the strategies that you follow. In the very beginning, I have recommended to have only one website, either on the platform, on the sales platform, or a standalone website. But imagine that you are going for a standalone website. Later down the road, you can also test Amazon and Etsy, both of those marketplaces, for what potential does it have for you to increase your sales, to bring more clients to you. Sales strategy number 10 would be affiliate program. Very strong strategy as well. Having a strong affiliate program will help you to exponentially grow your sales. Each and every strategy here involves work. So you will be testing few at a time or one at a time. And you will need to really sit down and see what is the easiest for you to do, or what can you outsource, what is the easiest for you to outsource if you have outsourcing budget. The strategy number 11 is targeting blogs. This is an interesting strategy, and some companies have succeeded with that. You basically contact existent blogs that serve the very same target audience that you serve, and you publish guest posts about yourself, about your product on these blogs. This strategy can generate a lot of clients for you if you seriously pursue this strategy. So it's a very good strategy as well. Then we have the strategy number 12. It is publicity. Getting your name out there using traditional media, magazines, newspapers, radio, and TV. While going on national media as a new creator may generate a very high demand that you are not able to fulfill, never underestimate the power of your local media. I'd suggest to acquire local publicity first. And this is actually a no-brainer. The moment that you go and investigate prices for national media or local media, you will see that local media is way much more affordable. It is also a place where you are known more or less, so the word of mouth can spread faster. If you would love to start with the publicity, start with the local publicity first. Advantage of this channel is tremendous social proof. In order for your clients to buy from you, the first thing they have to do is to like you, then they have to trust you. So they can like you but not trust you, and then they will not buy. How do you create trust? You create trust by social proof, by authority and social proof. How do you create social proof? Well, you get local publicity. At the moment that your story is published in a local magazine, or you had a radio translation about your brand, or you were on local TV, at the moment that you have footage or the screenshot or the picture of the magazine where your story is published, at the moment that you show it to people, you generate social proof and you generate trust. Why? Because at this point in time, people still believe our mass media. So they see someone in the newspaper and they instantly believe that this person is more trustworthy than the one who is not in the newspaper. We still have it in our society, and you can work with that. At the moment that you pay for a publicity and you receive footage of this publicity or a picture of the newspaper, at this moment you also receive your marketing materials that you can use for social proof. And this is a huge advantage of publicity strategy. Strategy number 13 is search engine marketing strategy. You basically pay the search engines for running your ads. At the moment that people are searching for something, for the keyword that you are paying for, your site is put on the top of the search results. This is search engine marketing. This is on the bottom of my list because it is very expensive. Strategy number 14 is offline ads. It's not that expensive, but it is on the bottom of my list because I know the least about it. So those are billboards, infomercials, newspapers, and magazine ads, as well as flyers and other local advertisements, ads in movie theaters as well. A couple of weeks ago, we went to watch Avatar, the premiere in Germany. This is when I figured out that if I would love to advertise in a German theater, I would pay something between 6 to probably 20 euro for one-time presentation, and it is not that expensive. I thought it would be way much more expensive to run ads like that. So offline ads, they are not that expensive if they are local. It may be advantages for you to use it as well, but you need to see. Again, you need to evaluate it all, this whole list, decide what you're going to focus on, and test them one by one. Strategy number 15 is engineering as marketing. This is a fantastic one. Imagine that you are selling quilting supplies and you pay a contractor to develop a small website widget that helps quilters to upload pictures of all the fabrics that they have right now at their disposal at home, that they have in their inventory. And then this widget automatically creates all different options of quilts for different sizes that they want, that they can create. And the creator, the quilter, can select one that they love the most. So imagine that you create a widget like that. You could distribute this widget to all quilting websites, to all sewing websites, to all websites that are DIY websites. You could give it to these sites, to the owners of the sites, to place on their site, to give it away for free to their clients. And this is how you are going to get new prospects from all these websites you have distributed this cool widget to. So this is engineering as marketing. If you have a great idea for a little widget that you can pay a few $100 for developing, then consider it. I am not saying do it. Consider it as a valid strategy that you can roll out. And I would encourage everybody, come up with an idea like that. Look at your business and come up with an idea like that. The next one, the sales channel number 6, would be trade shows. So those are physical trade shows. This is absolutely not my favorite. I've never seen a good return on investment on a trade show, but if you follow this strategy, do your due diligence on return on investment, because physical shows are pricey, and make sure that it is money well spent. It's extremely important. Okay, so we are going to the next sales channel. It is channel 17, offline events. Running an own offline event or sponsoring an offline event. This is a strategy. It can be an interesting strategy if you can come up with a nice event concept. And the 18th strategy that I want to mention here is speaking engagements. It would be an unusual strategy for a fashion brand, but not an impossible one, and I expect results to be very good. The speaking engagement strategy is certainly very good for a fashion inventor, for a fashion product owner. And here you would say, well, you know what? I'm selling fashion. What am I going to talk about? And here is my answer, my love. You are not selling fashion. You are selling transformation. And what you're going to talk about during this speaking engagement is the transformation that your fashion brand creates for her clients. And generally speaking, the ways on how your client can achieve this transformation with or without your fashion brand. So this is the content for your content creation, the strategy on the top, and this is the content for your speaking engagements. And imagine that you are standing there in front of 5,000 people and you're talking them about the steps they can take to achieve a transformation. And as a side note, they get to know that you have this wonderful product that is basically designed to transform people's lives. What are they going to do? All the 5,000 of them. Yeah, this is what they're going to do. We are through the question about the sales channel. Pick one, test it. Does it work? Scale it. Pick second, test it. Does it work? Scale it.